Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to another edition of Star Citizen 3.10.1 PTU. And I want to talk about the Defender. Now, the Banu Defender is, of course, a Banu ship. Often referred to as the crab ship or the angry crab or whatever type of crustacean joke you wish to toss in there, which crab battles. I mean, they're not wrong. But recently the Banu Defender has had some pretty kind of big changes, although I don't know if you would really say it was the Defender per se, but for the sake of argument, I'm going to say the Defender per se. The tachyon cannons. Now, these have been a topic of lively debate, let's put it. A lot of backers have been complaining that the tachyons are OP, they're way too strong. Now, the previous incarnation of the tachyons were hit scan, which basically means there was no lead or lag pip, because wherever you shot, it was like a laser. It was just pew, automatically there. In some of the more recent 3.10 patches, the tachyons have been moved over to energy-type weapons. What does that mean? Well, much like the laser cannons or the repeaters or the ballistics, now you do have a lead and lag pip, lead or lag pip, depending on how you have it set up, and it does actually have to physically move to the target's location instead of just instantly being there. Now you can see an example of that on screen now. One of the issues that I'm having, the tachyons now seem over-nerfed. They seem to not be putting out enough damage, especially for 4 size 2s, which I think are on the Defender as of this patch, which is patch 3.10.1, build 5855172. I'm not sure what the damn patch notes call it, but one of my main issues is the tachyons seem super underpowered now, especially for the fire rate. If you got something like the M4As, right? -2, size 2. Yeah, the M4As. You got 4 of those. Those things, I would say, put down more DPS and more damage than the tachyons. And the tachyons being alien tech, they should kind of hit harder than that. Now, on the other hand, I do see where players were, I see their point previously, but with all the desync, even then, those tachyons, from my experience, did not have a high hit rate percentage. Now, granted, I am not a PvP player per se. I mean, I'll engage if I'm being engaged, but currently, I'm definitely more of a PvE-er than anything else. That's where I find the most joy, because there still seem to be exploits and workarounds and loop-de-loops and whoop-de-doos for PvP. But the main issue are the weapons. They don't seem right. Another issue that I'm having with the Defender are its little crab arm things, the arms that jut out there. If you lose one of those, you're in trouble, because those arms have a lot of the maneuvering thrusters the ship needs to keep upright, self-righted, or to fly without nosediving into the ground or an asteroid. Now in space, it's not as big of a deal, but it absolutely can be. I've played Arena Commander with this thing and lost an arm, and then it was basically, okay, just kill me now, I give up, just destroy me so I can come back fresh. I'm all for having reduced functionality, losing a part of the ship, but essentially losing 50 to 75% of your maneuverability for losing one really big piece that happens to be bigger than the actual body, at least lengthwise, I think is a bad design flaw. You know, I think most of the maneuvering thrusters should be on the crab body of the ship and just a couple on the arms. I mean, I was under the impression that's how it was. But lo and behold, you lose an arm and you've essentially lost all control. To quote Mr. Mackey, no, you lose an arm, you're gonna have a bad time, okay? Okay. The other thing, now, I haven't tested this one recently, admittedly, because I have 0 friends in the game. But this one time, when I did test with a friend with the Banu, the co-pilot seat does jack and shit, and Jack left town. My buddy was in essentially the pilot seat, the left seat. I was in the co-pilot. We were under the impression, if he's flying, I could man the guns or, have some functionality. And then if he got out of the pilot seat with me still in the co-pilot, that it would then transfer over to the co-pilot. Alas, that was not the case. And if I recall correctly, I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm recalling correctly, while I was in the co-pilot seat with my buddy being in the pilot seat first, I'm pretty sure he lost control, i.e. he could not accelerate, go forward, back, or any of that stuff. Don't quote me on that one. That's just a feeling. I can't fully remember, but I do remember having basically no functionality while the co-pilot seat was filled, and that is another issue, as from what I recall, the lore of the Banu is like they work in teams or something, and redundancy, something along those lines. I'd have to look it up. I'm not really huge into lore, but I remember that being a thing when they were talking about the Merchantman and the Defender. But that's neither here nor there. Other than that, I think I'm actually going to leave the video here. What are your thoughts? Do you have a Banu Defender? Do you like it? Do you see the same flaws that I see? Are you able to bring a buddy around in it, in the co-pilot seat? Maybe that's changed. Like I said, no friends. Let me know down below in the comments. If you do want to get in on the discussions and talk a little bit more, also check for the Discord link, also down in the description. But other than that, I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. All you beautiful bastards out there, you have yourselves a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever, wherever you just so happen to be. This has been Will, Daylight Gamer, signing out. Love, peace, chicken.